everyone, I am Sai. This is Influence Stories Hub. Today's guest is a powerhouse from Nigeria. She is a LinkedIn brand strategist who helps people turn simple posts into real money in less than a month. If you want to show up better online, you need to listen to her. Please welcome to Colleen. Colleen, welcome to Influencer Stories Hub. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for hosting me. It's a privilege.
Before we get into the business stuff, what's the weather in your place today?
Okay, the weather is quite normal. Like it's not raining, it's not falling. It's in between. Like very cold temperature.
That's nice. And what was the very first thing you did when you woke up this morning?
Okay, yeah, the very first thing I did when I woke up was to pray because that's actually how life is meant to be. Prayer first.
Fantastic. Take me back to the beginning. Where did you grow up?
Yeah, I grew up in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, and from a village called Ikotabasi. So that's actually where my parents brought me into this world.
Fine. What did your parents want you to be when you grew up?
Okay, yes, my parents actually wanted me to do medicine and surgery. Not medicine and surgery precisely, but let's say within that nursing field. But that was not my intention. Like, I did not want that. But that was what they wanted from me.
Okay, amazing. Were you always good at talking to people?
No, I wasn't. In short, I was so bad
Okay.
when it comes to talking with people. I could remember back then in my secondary school days, like I was this kind of shy person, like very, very shy person. I was literally it was more like if I see a crowd of three people together, it's as if the ground should just open up so that you enter, like the ground should just swallow me. But I'm very glad that I'm no longer how I used to be previously.
That's nice. What was your very first real job like?
Okay, yes, it was more of computer operator work, and I could remember back then that was in the year 2022, and I just applied for a operation, just more of typing, printing, and basic graphics.
That is awesome. When did you first hear about LinkedIn?
Okay, yes, um, it was from my neighbor. That was 2 years back, and he actually told me that LinkedIn is paying. Oh, that if I have an account on LinkedIn, I was like, seriously? Like, I really want to create an account. They said LinkedIn is paying if you have a particular number of follower, they'll pay you. Like LinkedIn is monetized. Like I did not really understand, but it was from my neighbor that I heard LinkedIn as a social media platform.
Fantastic. Most people just use it for resume. Why did you see it differently?
Okay, so yes, when I came on LinkedIn at first, I was totally confused. Like I didn't really know the next step to take. So my own aim was okay, let me just come and find a job since I heard LinkedIn is paying. I also heard LinkedIn is giving out jobs. So I came on and I saw people's posts. I saw most top creators their posts, and when I read through this post, I mean it was giving value. So I have to turn on their notification to follow them and keep following them, keep reading their posts and keep applying it. So I now saw LinkedIn as a different system entirely. It's not just to maybe just come and make a post and disappear or just come for jobs. So I now saw LinkedIn as a community, LinkedIn as more as a family. And aside from just being job related, how to position yourself, like that was the shit that actually made me stay in LinkedIn till today.
That is so true. What was the very first post you ever made? How many likes did it get?
Okay, yeah. So the first ever post I made was about real estate. And it had one like. The one like was from me. The one impression was from me. Because as I then I was I had to no, I had basic knowledge about real estate. I just made one post. I just like that was it. So you just had one impression.
Yeah, it was beginning. Beginning
Yes,
always harder. Yeah,
very well.
it's true. Yeah. What moment made you realize you could actually make money from this? How did that first paycheck feel?
Okay, yes. Yes. So firstly, I'll say that I attended boot camps. If you scroll on LinkedIn today, you'll see so many boot camps, so many classes that most of it are paid, most of it are free. So I actually yielded myself to learning because I discovered that there's nothing knowledge cannot do. So I gave myself out there to for knowledge. Attended most of the boot camp, both the free and the paid. So with the knowledge in this boot camp, I now began to see, okay, so I can actually have a job on this space, and I can literally just stay on my own and a client find me rather than applying for CV. So that was when I literally said, okay, this LinkedIn is more of maybe just coming, just getting a page, more of you building a personal brand. So that was the total shift I got. Is because of when you yield yourself to training, because you don't feel like, oh, you know everything, no. But the more you give yourself to training and the more you apply it, the more you see a total shift.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. It has not always been easy, right? Tell me about a time you wanted to delete your account and quit.
So yes, the time I actually wanted to delete my account was when in between of like first month of creating the platform. It was so terrible in this. So yet during that period I was completely lost. Before I started applying, going for boot camps, going for training, I actually make posts, but I discovered that okay, these posts are actually not going too far. The post is not. I'm still having the same impression like previous. It's not like when people just I'll just see posts like, okay, your post is not converting, your post is this, I was so tired. In short, I said I'm giving up. I said no, I said I'm going to delete this platform. I actually now began to apply everything they said, but it was not still working to some extent. I said no, okay, this is going to be the no, let me just give up. But what really kept me going was the fact that I had the community members, a community that, oh, Colin, I know you are doing this. Like, so people that I can actually reach out to them and say, okay, this is where I'm not doing well, this is where I'm doing well. I feel like giving up. Like, I'm sure I'm tired. So, but they just had to encourage me all the time to just keep pushing regardless. So that was actually what made me stay and not to quit, like my mind wanted me to.
Okay, it is quite interesting. Have you ever lost a client and felt like a failure?
Yes, I actually lost one international client this year. The reason was because she messaged me. She messaged me a day before. Okay, she messaged me a day before I saw the message, and that during that week I was not really feeling too strong, but I just showed up on LinkedIn to post, to engage, and probably still go back to work. So it was later on that I discovered that okay, a client has reached out to me in my team, and responding to her the following morning was silent mode. So that I actually regretted because I felt like okay, a night before that day I would have just maybe check my DM, see messages that are there and reply to the one that are relevant. So that was my biggest regret. I felt like crying.
It is truly inspiring. Why do most people fail to get clients in their first month?
Okay, yes. The reason why most people fail to get clients is number one, they don't even know the problem they are solving. Because anybody that know the problem they are solving, their posts will center around the problem. Then number two, they don't even know the solution they are providing for the problem. Because the truth is that so people on LinkedIn, we have so many founders, so many CEOs, so many personal brands on LinkedIn that need solutions to their problem. So people like Tom will just come out there, oh, they are just talking empty conversation, like, and the fact is that they don't even know, okay, this is the problem I'm solving, this is the solution. Like you are making reference to a CEO that needs executive virtual assistant. So they don't even know why a CEO needs an EA. So at the end of the day, they end up making empty posts. So 1 month, 2 months, 3 months pass, there's no clients. And aside from that, their headline is not positioned. Okay, let's say, let me use myself as an example. I got my first client via Dim. Like she literally came to my profile and saw what I did, and she came to me. Yes, she came to my profile and saw what I did, and that was how she was able to reach out to me. So when their headline and bio is not organized, they'll end up being stranded at the end of the day, and there's no way out for them unless they're able to apply the right strategy for their brand.
So true. What do you tell yourself when you are having a bad day?
Okay, yes. So when I'm actually having a bad day, um, I just have to encourage myself, like with words. Is either I give myself break or give myself break from all social media platforms, or just take myself out, because literally we are humans, and the moment we stretch beyond our capacity, we can easily break down. So because of that, yes, the moment we stretch beyond our capacity, we break down. And due to that, we can just take ourselves out, just sleep, rest, or anything. But most times I just motivate myself. Okay, Colin, you have a plan for the month. You have not achieved this. So before you think of, okay, any negative thought, just achieve this first. So when I just go back to my book and see that, okay, these are the things I'm yet to achieve for this day and this month, I'll just keep going. I'll just keep going.
Okay. If you had to start over from zero followers today, what would you do first?
Okay, yes. If I'm to start from 0 followers on LinkedIn today, firstly, I'm going to tidy up my headline and my bio, because that is actually where, because if I should just start with posting first, if I start posting first, anybody that see my post will want to come back to my profile, and the only way they can follow me is only when my headline is organized. So I have to start from my banner, my profile picture, making it professional, then my headline describing who I am, what I do, and who I help precisely, and even the results I generate for them within a couple period of time, probably 30, 60, 90 days, depending, so that anybody that just see my post for the first time will want to follow. Then secondly, I'll start engaging with so many creators posts. So before I even start posting, I will have to engage. I'll have to just keep engaging on their posts so that they can, and while engaging on their posts, I'm adding value to the comment section. So that with that, even with a period of 1 month, I've gotten a client, because the more I'm engaging with meaningful content, clients are actually seeing what I'm doing. Oh, okay. And at the end of the day, they are going to still bounce back to my headline. And once they see my headline, they'll now discover that, okay, this person actually can solve the problem I have right now. And she's speaking to me directly. So I can literally reach out to her in a day. So with that, I can grow back within a space of 1 month with that strategy.
That is interesting. Eh? Let's help the viewer. What should my profile picture look like?
Okay, your profile picture must look professional. Yes, even though you're actually using more of AI pictures, it has to be professional. We have yes, it has to be professional in the sense that don't just copy AI and just post out there. There are most AI pictures that the background is not looking good. It must be a plain background, like your professional picture must have a plain background um with it, alongside with it. So, and secondly, if you are using like made pictures, probably a picture that you just use your phone to snap, before you put it out there, you have to edit it so that the reason why you are doing all this is because you have a aim of any X figure from a client, so that anybody that wants to pay you will know that, okay, yes, you are worth the money. Yes, you are worth this amount of money, and the person will actually really take you so serious and know that, okay, you are not here to play, you're here for serious business.
So nice. What is one thing everyone should change in their LinkedIn bio right now?
Okay, yes, one thing you should change in your bio right now is the problem you solve and the solution you give out. Because let's say for example, you are a fashion designer, or let's not use fashion designer in this case. Let's say for example you're a graphic designer, and I come to your bio and I just see, okay, I'm a graphic designer and I design probably content and all of those designs. But another person now say, okay, I'm a graphic designer. This is the results I have gotten, and this is the problem I have discovered so far from brands, and this is the solution. So within these two people, there's a difference. So the second person actually speak to what why a client should hire them. So what you should change right now is that you must discover the problem of probably a general problem that people in your niche, if you're talking to a personal brand, okay, what is the general problem they have? And what is the solution to them? And then the result, how long will it take for you to generate this result for them? Because that's actually what build trust with them and make them hire you faster.
That is impressive. How many times a week should we actually be posting?
Okay, yes. Well, it depends on you. There's no general posting times for everybody. You can post once a day. That's like once a day. But as a newbie coming on LinkedIn, 4 times a day. The reason why I'm saying 4 times, I would have said 5 times, but I want you to start with 4 times. From 4 times, you can literally go up to 5 times. So 4 times a day is because you don't want to just build visibility one day and then disappear. So you are just a newbie on the system, and people are here to know who you are. So, and your bio say, okay, I am looking for a job, or you can't just do that and then like that. So 4 times consistently in a day, it's okay, because with that 4 times, you can use it to build trust and build visibility. So it depends. Some people can stretch beyond 4 times and make it 7 days, but the goal end is consistency. Consistency there is not every day, every day. It's just if you're posting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every week must be one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That is so nice. What is the secret to making people actually click on your content?
What actually make people to click on your content is, number one, the content must carry value. Yes, the content must carry value. If the content is valueless, people are not going to click. And number two, it must have a conversational con- it must be conversational, in the sense that you're actually speaking to them, like the content is relating to what they do, relating to what the problem you are thought they have, or it can be more of creating awareness or educational content. If you create educational content regarding, let's say regarding LinkedIn, or regarding how they should position their portfolio, or whatever problem they are having. Let's just say you are an executive virtual assistant, and you know that your target audience is a CEO. Now you are now talking to generalizing your content to everybody. So now, if your content must talk to, in your mind, your content should solve one person problem. So if you're as EA, for example, and your target audience is everybody, you'll just be lost. And at the end of the day, you're not going to get results, because number one, people are not going to click. Number two, your target audience is best, even though most people that are going to come to your comment section want to engage just to support you anyways, but relatable. Must carry value in the sense that action should people take after reading your content, because people are not just going to read content because they feel like reading, or they just feel like, okay, let me just support you. But you must carry an action plan so that at the end of the day, they'll know that, okay, this and this and this is what the result I got because of this person content. So because of that, anytime you make a post, they always want to click. And that is actually how you build a community alongside.
That is fantastic. Uh, Now, Colin, we're entering rapid fire round. I'll ask you the question. You have to answer in short. Huh? Are you ready? Okay. One word to describe your journey.
Amazing.
Your favorite book of all time.
Good journey. And actually bought this book last year.
Best social media app besides LinkedIn.
X.
What is your superpower?
It's I'll say it's my mentees.
That is
Should I
impressive.
mention
Uh,
should I
yeah, it's fine.
mention the
If you,
person name?
yeah, if you want, you can do that. So
Okay. Okay. His name is Ajogdo LinkedIn Odogo. You know his word.
okay, that is nice. Colin, this has been pure gold. Where can people find you to work with you?
Okay, on LinkedIn and X, Colleen Udoh.
You can.
My account name is Colleen Udoh, and on X, my account name is Colleen Udoh.
That is so nice. We are going to add those links of Colin's profile in our description below. You can follow Colin from there and connect with her. In what ways do you introduce influencer stories hub to people?
Through social media, going out to create content regarding, firstly regarding this podcast, and it's because it's from the podcast that I will actually create awareness that, okay, this platform exists. So just creating awareness from this podcast video
Okay, that
on
is thank you.
LinkedIn. That's
Thank you so much. Before we go, what is one last message you have for our influencer stories hub viewers?
okay. Yeah, it's intentionality. Like you have to be so intentional with whatever you're doing. And you have to realize that whatever you're doing, you don't have to pay attention to what people are saying about you. Like you receive negativity, you feel like giving up. You feel like, okay, this career path is not for me, but the truth is that it's for you. So what you just do, and you have to embrace yourself with people that are in higher authority in your field. You have to let them know that, okay, you are also in this field and I need a support. I need you to motivate me. I need you to be there for me. And just also reach out to people, tell them. Feel free to reach out to people when you feel like giving up. So don't feel like, okay, you're in this alone. No, we're actually in this together. So that's how it is. So be intentional, and that goal, you have to set up your goal. You have to strategize everything. Write it down. Once a goal is written down, trust me, there is 90% probability that is going to be achieved. So that's just what I'll have to say to you.
That is so nice. Colin, thank you for being so honest and for sharing your secrets and stories with us today. Guys, if you learned something today, hit that like button right now and subscribe the channel too. Also, you can follow Collins through her LinkedIn X profile. The links are in the description below. Remember, your story is your power. See you in the next episode.